Who would you rather have, Patrick Mahomes or Derrick Henry?
Patrick Mahomes had 6 interceptions all last year and 5 the entire year before that. He's got 8 already in 6 games. He's got 8. Only Zach Wilson has more interceptions than him. He's got more interceptions than Sam Darnold. Derrick Henry is a freight train. Are you kidding me? Nobody wants to get near this guy. He's got 10 touchdowns already. He's averaging 130 yards per game. In his last 37 games, he got 43 touchdowns. That's Jim Brown land. So who do I want? I want Patrick Mahomes because the ball is in his hands all the time. There's more opportunity to make a great play when the ball's in your hand. Derrick Henry has to wait for somebody to hand it to him.
You know who can keep the ball out of Patrick Mahomes' hands? Derrick Henry. Because if you give it to him enough, he can pile up the time of possession. He can keep Patrick Mahomes on the sideline, and he won't have a chance to do anything, maybe not even throw Jay Cutler-like interceptions. So it's Derrick Henry. You just said Jim Brown. What happened to you? Don't try to get newfangled now in your old age. It's 20 years. I don't even know who you are if you're saying the quarterback.
I am newfangled is exactly who I am.
It's not the quarterback. It's Derrick Henry. You know the
Let's
answer.
take one last.
Hey, what's going on, man? I know you may not be able to see me all too well, but that's not the point. Let's get into this question though. Who would you rather have on your football team, Patrick Mahomes or Derrick Henry? And I know I would want to say overall, but of course I already know the bias towards quarterbacks and how quarterback is seen as the most valuable and most important on the football team. Okay, I get it. Blah blah rah rah rah. Okay, we get it. But based on this season, who would you rather have on your football team? I know give or take, Patrick Mahomes he has like 8 or 9 interceptions. With like 11 total turnovers. And at this point it can only get worse from here on out. It can only get worse than that. So let's talk about let's stay on Patrick. I'll call him Patrick Henry. Let's stay on Patrick Mahomes real quick. It's like he's a top 5, top 3, probably the best quarterback in the league, depending on who you talk to or what area you're in, all this other stuff. So my question is, of course, okay, he's cool. Okay, he's still a great quarterback. The season he's having isn't too hot right now, isn't too great and all this other stuff. I'm not going to hold that against him. He's still a great quarterback. It's just the season, it's not looking too good for him, but, still playing at a high level, still, elite quarterback. So my thing is he's not playing like he's worth, $500 million, I think $50 million a year guaranteed. I don't know, whatever contract he signed, whatever crazy contract, $500 million baseball type contract, he's not playing like it. And I understand the Chiefs, they like what they seen, they like the results, and they said, yep. Yeah, they pretty much the Chiefs tried to trap Patrick Mahomes with that contract, so that's exactly the analogy that situation is right now, because it's not looking too good. But of course Patrick Mahomes is going to bounce back. I don't think he's a quarterback to take the money and run. I don't think so. But let me make a case for Derrick Henry real quick, man. I think especially last year, he rushed for 2,000 yards last year, man. And keep in mind, only I think maybe 7 running backs have only rushed for like 2,000 yards in a single season. So that's like already a great milestone for a running back, another skill position. So my thing is, if I was the commissioner, I would have gave it to him last year, because of course a lot of people may see quarterback as the MVP award, because of the just the unfair bias towards the quarterback position after. I'm pretty sure you can Google MVP winners and you can just see, like, if the stats will play, you can just see all of the mediocre quarterbacks that have won. I'm not trying to bash, but Peyton Manning has like 4 MVPs, and I think 2 of them, he didn't deserve 2 of them. I think one MVP was like he threw for 27 touchdowns for 14 interceptions, and it's like, huh? He won MVP playing like that? And I think that was the same year Chris Johnson rushed for 2,000 yards. So I don't know. If a running back rushes for 2,000 yards, give him an MVP. Because the same way a quarterback can throw for 4,000 yards and 35 plus touchdowns that easy, it's just like, we gotta separate the quality of quarterback MVPs, but I'm gonna say that for a whole different video. But like I said, Peyton Manning has a few questionable MVPs, and I'm pretty sure you can go along throughout NFL history. You can probably say, "Oh man, this quarterback won MVP." I'm pretty sure you would say that if you would pull up Google or whatever case may be. So, like I said, man, Derrick Henry is one of 7 running backs to rush for 2,000 yards in a single season. A great milestone for a running back. And you know they talking about he's projected to rush for 2,000 yards again. At this point, you know Derrick Henry is running towards the Hall of Fame at this rate. You know, so and let alone two 2K single season rushing seasons in a career. Oh man, get this man back to back. Get this man the MVP and stop playing, man. I don't care what season any quarterback can potentially have. I don't care if it's 60K, 60 touchdowns, 6K. I don't really care. But back to back 2K seasons, please get that man the MVP and stop playing with this man. Please stop. Derrick Henry is the best running back since AP, and AP was the best running back since LT. You know what I'm saying? If y'all can see like the running back royalty, the greatness, all three, well, 2 of the 3 have won MVP. But you know, if Derrick Henry can rush for 2,000 yards again, please, he is an MVP. If he doesn't win MVP, then you know that then this year's MVP has an asterisk on it, because I'm sick and tired of these quarterbacks winning MVPs when it's just no. Put it like this, man. I don't want to take away AP's MVP award back in 2012, but you know, when MVP towards ACL in 2011, then he came back and won MVP in 2012. Guess who else had a great season that year for a skill position that should have won MVP? Well, I think it should have been co-MVPs, but Calvin Johnson caught for like what, I don't know how many touchdowns. I think that's the reason he didn't. It wasn't a co-MVP, because I think he caught like 5 or 6 touchdowns, but he also caught for like what 1,964 total yards. And he broke Jerry Rice's single season receiving yards record, you know. So, but I understand AP had a narrative that year, so of course they gave it to him. And, you know, he deserved it. But Calvin Johnson had a crazy ass year that same year too. So, I think skill positions need more love, because quarterbacks are just doing this basic ass. I think the threshold for I think put it like this: if a running back or receiver has a great season, you know, and a quarterback has a basic ass 4,000 yards, 35 plus touchdowns, you know, at this point, you know, so we've seen different quality of quarterback MVPs. So that's like saying Patrick Mahomes and Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. I think they all threw for like 50 touchdowns. 2 of them threw for 5K. You know, I think Mahomes and Manning, and I think Brady was like a couple hundred yards short of 5,000. So, and you know, to bunch that in there with Peyton Manning, 24 and 14 MVP, I think over Chris Johnson that year. It's just crazy looking at these quarterback MVPs and you know, the buys that they're giving. So, you know, I feel like I'm rambling right now, but you know, I just wanted to ask that question: who would you rather have on your team? Patrick Mahomes, you know, a generational quarterback, or Derrick Henry, a generational running back? Because Derrick Henry is a goddamn bowling ball. He can run through your linebackers and outrun your DBs, and that's crazy, right? So that's pretty much, you know, the video. I'm gonna catch you on the next one.